Stage number 4 of the Wales Coastal Path from Colwyn Bay to Conwy, going through Rhos-on-Sea, Penrhyn Bay, Llandudno and round the Great Orme, and then west shore of Llandudno and Deganwy, about 14 mile, and it's much of the same as the last day really. It's all cycle path, which I've done before. At least it's a nice day today. No heavy winds. Oh yeah. No blistery winds today. Promising shower storms apparently. Colwyn. The first station opened to the public in 1849. I wonder if that would be in Wales or even in Britain. Elephants operated on the beach in the 1950s and 60s. Good God. The Victorians built the promenade in 1870. The first turbines were erected offshore in 2003. Vaguely visible today. Old Colwyn to Llandudno from the 1900s to the 1950s. Tram hen Colwyn I Llandudno. National Eisteddfod held here in 1910 and 1947. What's this? Foot. Monty Python Terry Jones was born in Colwyn Bay. Rhos-on-Sea. This is a nice touch, showing photographs of local people in these little shelters. And now the tide is coming in. I've never seen this before. Look at the size of this. Unbelievable. Jesus. Never knew such a building was here. Unbelievable. I wonder if they do get services there. 6 people, 6 chairs in there. Rhos-on-Sea Golf Club. You can follow the Wales Coast Path by walking along this beach. Not accessible at high tide. Give it a go. Doesn't look as if the high tide is at its peak for a while. Some tidy houses here. Haven't seen one of them before. An English flag with a Welsh flag in the middle. Don't know what to make of that. Oh. Link to the Wales Coastal Path. The steepest garden I've ever seen. Oh my god, that's steep. Now in the middle of a housing estate. Just walked through this nice housing estate. Very privileged they are.
Follow this way for 1
Little Orme. This is new territory for me again. Didn't know such a place existed. Ooh, I'm going uphill now. I knew there was a hill here. The signpost is telling me to go left. The old shell with the dragon's tail. Woo! This really is a pleasant surprise. To think I've been relatively local to here from birth. Never knew such a place existed. Rhywledyn. First glimpse of Llandudno. Plenty of fishermen out. Llandudno lifeboat station. I think that building's relatively new. North Wales Theatre. The bandstand of Llandudno. Promenade at the Cenotaph. (1918). Llandudno's iconic pier. The longest pier in Wales and one of the longest in Britain. Fishermen chancing their arm again. This cheeky chappie has just been hovering above me because of this. Going round the Great Orme of Llandudno now. Turning out to be a nice walk today. Nice and pleasant. And not much wind. Yeah, go slow day today. Taking it nice and easy. I set off from Colwyn Bay about 10:15 and I'll probably be back in Conwy about 5-6 o'clock, I think. No rush. Another thing I didn't realise watching what's he called, Captain Dan from America, his videos of walking the Wales coastal path. I didn't realise it was a shell with a dragon's tail, but I recall looking at it, the symbol, not knowing what it was. Yeah, silly me once again. Another interesting fact, I was watching TV last night and a crime programme. Just behind me there is Rhyl, where I was on my last stage, and the last lady to get hanged in Britain was from Rhyl, about 1955 I think, Ruth Ellis. Yeah, she was lived in London, but she was from Rhyl. I wonder what these are up to. Rock climbing. No helmet. I hope she knows what she's doing. No helmet, and just depending really that rock is going to be strong enough to hold that whatever she's put in it. I don't know what they're called. Stakes. Unbelievable, really. Oh fuck! I thought she's fallen off. I don't understand climbing, obviously. Fuck. So you just jump off the cliff and just landed about a metre below herself. About 30 years ago, I knew a lad from Anglesey who actually died on the Great Orme climbing. He fell. That's why I was thinking of him now when I saw that lady. Yeah, he was in college with me in the late 80s, and I think he died about around 1990. Robert Pink. Ah. I just hope they're not stranded. Summit and Visitor Centre.
Follow this way for 2.39 miles.
And these roads along here are parts of the World Championship Rally Lombard. I think it's still called Lombard, I'm not sure. It was called RAC once. You can just picture the rally cars bombing it along these roads in the autumn, October time. Top dollar prices, I'm sure. Schoolboy error this morning. Didn't bring me shorts. I would have thought it was going to be an overcast day with some rain. That's what they said on the telly this morning. I got that one wrong. Yeah, so I'm in trousers, and I could do with some fresh air on my legs now. Going up this hill. Big climb. The circumference of the Great Orme is longer than I thought it was. I haven't walked it before. I've cycled it before, but I thought it was shorter than this. All very nice. Rest and be tranquil. The Wales Coast Path is one of just a few footpaths in the world to follow a nation's entire coastline. Now, on the next leg, I'm here now, and I'm finishing in Conwy today in about 6 miles. And on the next stage, I'm going to Bangor. There's two options: either go on the shoreline, which is flat, obviously, or go up and through the hills. I've been on this path before, and it's lovely. So I'm going to follow this one. I'm just going to try and go as near as the sea as I can, really. It's not going to be very interesting, it's going to be noisy, but just follow the sea for the purpose of this adventure. And over there is Puffin Island and Anglesey from the east. Anglesey and mainland Wales. This is the site of a coastal artillery school opened in 1940. The buildings were disguised to look like an ordinary village, including a chapel with a cross on its roof. The goings on that's been before our time. And this is a grand view of the Ganwy and Conwy and the estuary. And my next stage is going to be from Conwy over there all the way along the bottom right to the very end over there to Bangor. Looks a bloody long way, doesn't it? You're not going to get much change out of a couple of million for these properties. And a certain Mr. Neville Southall lives in one of them, or did. Oh well! Landed no West Shore. Yeah. There's been a few fatalities here over the years. It gets cut off when the tide's coming in. That sandbank there. So if when the tide's out and you happen to be on that sandbank there for a long time, you'd get surrounded, basically. Doesn't look dangerous, does it? And that's where I was this morning, the other side of that hill, and then along the shore of Llandudno and the other side all the way around Great Orme. Nice walk. Better than expected once again. Thank you to the boss up there and the sunshine. Woo, Maes Du Golf Club, I think. Puffin Island from a different view as per usual for me. Nice and hot now. Been a lovely walk once again. I got about 2 to 3 miles left. Good hour probably. Take it easy, go slow mo, I'm knackered again. Always tired after a day's walk. The old signs have been few and far between today, but the route has been self-explanatory, I guess. Thomas Telford built the Conwy Bridge and the castle in full bloom. Stunning castle it is, fair play. Deganwy. To commemorate the opening of the Conwy Tunnel by Her Majesty the Queen, 25th of October 1991. I nodi agor Twnel Conwy gan Mawrhydd y Frenhines 25 Hydref 1991. Story of the day. 14.7. This is where I leave the trail for today and rejoin for the next stage.